Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy Saturday. We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these beautiful people around me are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today we are going to continue on our Across Eberron campaign, but before we get into that, an announcement, as always, at the very beginning that we do, and a couple of reminders and whatnot throughout the session, but we're raising money for Ukraine currently, specifically the International Medical Corps, which is helping out on the medical front in Ukraine. They're providing some medical assistance and mental health assistance on those fronts. So that's who that link is in chat. Thank you, Hydra, for that. Go check them out. They yeah, there's a lot of people in need right now, so go check it out. There's also a lot of other charities out there, so just make sure you do your research and stuff like that before you do. But we strongly encourage you to go donate to people in need. So, is it anything else? Did I miss anything? I feel like I just want to keep making announcements to keep drawing this out. I mean, we just hang out.
Yeah, I
here
want you
for
to
a
keep drawing it out too, to be completely honest with you.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm having a great night.
Yeah, dude.
I'm nice and drunk. It's
I'm
a good
to get up
time.
some stairs. I feel like dwarven stairs are really wide, like very like
They're
long
stout.
stairs. So
Yeah,
you're like
yeah,
you're trying. Yeah,
small
you got to
knees.
take like 2 steps and then you get to the next stair. It's really, I feel like it really throws you off.
Well, I'm glad y'all are having a good time.
Why are they having a great time and Melgrim's not? Well, let me tell you. Because last we left off, our heroes, the Shining Vanguard, made it to the majestic Roar Holds, home of the Anvrin brothers, Gorham and Melgrim. Deep within Corona Peak, they feasted and drank with Lord Garum Anvrin and spoke on the impending invasion of Zoria and aligned Bishik. Afterwards, the group went topside to Corona Peak proper, where they procured a diamond worth 500 gold as Kashik praised it to be. Gainowin paid to have his parents' rings remade into one, and then a group trip to the library, finding information of varying usefulness. The group then did what every group of heroes does in their downtime. They drank. They reconnected with some family, had good conversation, some full of laughter and fun, some more serious and somber. Then Madeline took her husband's hand and dragged him into their home. I skipped a whole sentence there. We're gonna rewind. They drank. They reconnected with some family, had some good conversation. Contacts blurred up. Some full of laughter and fun, some more serious and somber. The group, drunk and full of cheer, played pranks on each other all the way back to Anvrin Hold. Madeline then took her husband's hand and dragged him into their home for the first time in months, where they were both then paralyzed, held in place. As Yidril, the elf who murdered Melgrim's father, made himself known. And that is where we pick back up. Melgrim. As Yidril stands above you, the temperature around you seems to grow colder. His icy gray eyes, devoid of compassion, as if the gods knew what they were creating when they carved his thin-lipped smile. His long coat covering twisted ivory armor, a staff made of scorched bone, and you can swear that you hear an agonizing moan from within. He stares into your eyes, relishing in your hopelessness. As you feel a gust of wind off to your left, and dragged into your peripheral, you see Aelin, dragging the bound and gagged forms of Jocelyn and Mel, propping them up on their knees in front of you, scared, but alive. If you yell out, if you twitch the smallest muscle, you'll watch your family turn to ash. Am I clear? He then walks to the other side of Jocelyn and Mel, posed opposite side of you, raises his hand, not holding the staff, as you see green and black energies start swirling around his fingers, and you feel yourself regain control of your muscles. And he sits there, for a moment silent. Madeline's hands shaking in yours. She presses herself behind you. What did you think would happen? Did you think I would let you closer to me? With no consequences. What did you think? You are foolish. Your lack of preparation is both laughable and sad. It's taken no precautions to protect the ones you supposedly love. And here we are. Nothing to say.
Well, guess now is as good a time as any. I am going to bonus action rage. Get that 20 feet up to him. Axe swinging. Come down on him with the loudest, as loud as I can. Hoping that maybe my friends across the way can hear me. You've made a mistake!
That's what you want to do. I'll let you think about it.
Yeah, that is what I would like to do.
Very well. Melgrim, as soon as you move and you grab your axe, need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I'd like you to roll 3 other d20s along with that, please. And tell me what the results of on the dice are.
Okay. Constitution saving throw is a natural 20 for a total of 29.
Okay.
You said 3?
3.
18. 2. And 16.
Melgrim, you take 31 points of necrotic damage. Madeline, Mel, and Jocelyn all take 62. As you go to move forward and the energies hit the floor, ripple across the room, you see every piece of wood and every house plant along the way shrivel, shrink, crack. And as they do, you see your family do the same. As you charge towards Yidril, both of your children are in front of you. And as his hand hits the ground, those magics tracing the floor, you see your kids turn to desiccated husks. And you hear Madeline's form behind you hit the ground as well. I'd like you to roll initiative.
I know my mic's unmuted. I'm trying to say something, but then you started screaming. Is there a chance that we can do perception checks or anything?
In a moment.
Okay.
That was a held action, so Melgrim technically hasn't yelled yet. What's your result?
Total of 20.
Okay. You're less than 20 feet away from him. You can get right up on him. You're going first, Melgrim. What would you like to do?
Slicing him to pieces.
Go for it. I'm assuming you're going after Yidril. I'll remind you, Aelin is right beside him. Okay.
I know. Whew. Rolled some percentile dice as to how Melgrim would do this. So yeah.
Sure.
Woo, let's go. A total of 24.
24 hits.
For a total of 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 3 lightning damage.
Okay. All right. Second attack.
That'll be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
For 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 6 lightning damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn? Aside from yelling out?
Other than spitting at Yidril Scar, no.
Okay.
You're going to die.
For the rest of you, DC is going to be incredibly high to hear something from this far. And at disadvantage.
Okay. I got a 26 at disadvantage.
Okay.
I got
Only a
4.
16 here.
Man, without disadvantage, that would have been a nat 20.
Yep.
17 plus 9. I don't want to do the math.
26.
I rolled a 17 and an 18.
An 8. I'm playing music. I'm blasting it too loud.
Between me, the Kestrel, and the drone, I think the highest was an 18.
Okay.
So I think 26 is my total.
None of you hear it. High or low, Milgram?
Hi.
Okay. It's going to bring us to Yidril's turn. The 2 axe swings hit. And cause a little trickle of blood here on his left and right arm. His armor, you see, as he drapes off his jacket, his twisted bone underneath. You see the staff that he's holding, a black sheath of necrotic energy, become a scythe blade on the top of it. He takes it and rakes it across your form, bringing it up. You're going to take 19 points of necrotic damage, and your max health is reduced by the same. As he does it again for 20 points of necrotic damage. And your max health is reduced by the same. Takes his bonus action to Misty Step near your front window. Looks outside. Seems I have you all for myself. That's going to bring us to Aylin's turn. Who takes his hand, moves his sleeve up as you look at where a hand used to be is now just a stump, and replacing that hand that your brother smashed back in passage is now a spectral ghostly hand sitting there looking like a claw. So he reaches out and he's gonna attempt to grab you with it. Need you to make an athletics check for me.
Don't forget you have advantage from raging.
Every little bit.
That'll be a natural 20.
Okay, what's your total?
Should be 26.
Okay. Attempts to reach out and grab you, wrap around your muscles. You just force the spectral fingers open, not grappling you. And that's going to be his turn. It's going to be back up to you. What would you like to do? And here we are. You're now at the fault of 4 dead family members.
Dice gods, why do you do this to me? Melgrim is going to run and try to go for help.
Okay.
Taking whatever risks of an attack of opportunity there are.
All right. Means Aelin will get an attack of opportunity He's just not going to let you try. Need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Rolling a dice of 18 for a total of dirty 20.
It's not a success. Malgrim, your muscles lock up once more. And you're paralyzed. One second. Okay, that's what I thought. In the paralyzed condition in 5e, you automatically fail dexterity saving throws. Ending your turn. No reason why it wouldn't. Okay.
If I may, I know Usual pretty well, and I can think of a couple reasons why you wouldn't.
Melgrim, as you're locked up into place, Angel walks up to you. Fighting with all the rage in you against whatever's holding your muscles back. Only the rage that's filling you from within allows you some last words. What are Melgrim's last words?
The ancestors will make you pay for this. don't know how powerful my ancestors are.
I could have used someone so loyal like you. As green energy coalesces around Idril's hand, he reaches forward. It extends onto your paralyzed form, and you take 87 points of force damage. Does that reduce you to 0 hit points, Melgrim?
Does.
And as it hits your chest, your skin starts flaking away. Your muscles. The last side of your home in Anvernhold. As Melgrim is turned into a pile of dust. Seen and heard to no one. Angel raises his hand, opens a screaming portal as him and Aelin step through and disappear. Without even a whimper. Melgrim Anvern's household falls silent. Okay. I think we're going to take a quick break, everyone, to give myself as well as everyone else here just a little bit of time. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a short one. We'll just take 5 or so minutes, but we'll be back soon. Hi, we're back.
Hey.
Took a little bit of a break there for a second. For those who may have missed the first session or may be confused as to why we took such an early break, Melgrim was put in a not so good situation and took to defend his family. It did not work out for him as he charged Idril, the man who murdered his father. So, Shining Vanguard, you drunkenly stumble off to each of your beds, hitting the sack. Your compatriots doing the same with you, with everyone else in high spirits. As you hit the beds, is there anything anybody wanted to do tonight before you went to bed?
Big drunk.
Yes.
Sleep time.
I wanted to go mess with that goat a little bit, but I just rolled a 2 on a Constitution save, so I'll probably just pass out somewhere.
All right.
Just gonna go to bed.
Yep. Rationale.
Torn.
What'd you say?
Said I'm torn. last session, I had a conversation with their father I was wanting to have, but I'm not sure I have the spirit for it anymore.
His father's gone to bed.
Okay. Fair enough.
Belly's full. You all drift off into sleep. And awaken the next morning without issue.
Oh, you. I guess I'll just wake up in a room. I'm not really sure. Just kind of managed to find one.
Right. They had some determined rooms for you. Some of you are bunked up together. Some of you have your own room if you would like. So, Kaushik, you definitely made sure you and Madison had your own rooms. Hilda did. Some of you are 2 to a room, and that's about the max. So, rest of you wake up though. You assume it's morning. It's dark down here.
Kind of fucks up your body clock. I assume we all just convene.
I'm gonna
Over
prepare my spells
breakfast.
as normal before breakfast.
Yeah, Carly's waiting since he was both undrunk and quick to sleep.
Yeah.
All of you wake up. Big dwarves breakfast present for you all. Garum there as well. Hey, good morning, you bunch of sleepyheads.
Hey, good morning.
How do we tell what time it is? There's no sun.
Okay. What you need to know the time for? You're up.
It's a really good
I mean, I guess as
philosophy.
long as we're on the ground, it really doesn't matter.
You're up, you're up, you go to
back
sleep, you go to
above
sleep.
ground.
Easy peasy.
But other places stop doing things at certain times.
Up top places. Maybe.
Yep. All right. Fair enough. Whatever. I'm
I'm
gonna
thinking too much Gandalf.
it's making my head hurt.
I can see the veins popping out already. Too early for that.
Yep. Yep. I'm just gonna eat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pig out.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess. Is the plan to wrap up whatever business we felt we had here today, and then were we going to stay here another night or leave?
I mean, I guess it depends on if there's anything else we needed to do here. We
I suppose.
got what research done we could get done, and we got. Should we look for some more diamonds, or just take what we have and continue about our journey?
Third. I need to at least pop up there and drop off my request of enchantments for that ring, but other than that, I don't know.
Okay.
Do you think there's anything else that we can get of use?
I mean, we're pretty tight on funds at the moment, so I don't think we can really buy too many other things, right?
That's fair.
Before you get out of here, almost forgot. Garum gets up and you hear him walk upstairs. Comes back down a moment. You ask for a layout of the mines, or at least outer mines.
yeah.
So
That is very helpful.
he slides it across to you. That's about the extent of them, except for the ones that I don't want you to know about. But
Okay.
All right.
Hope we don't need the ones that you don't want us to know about, but I'm sure this will be sufficient.
hey, you won't. You'll be alright.
Thumbs up. When you say mines we don't want to know about, is that like a
It's top
like an
secret.
innuendo?
No.
Does it mean something different? Okay, just making sure.
Not at all.
Okay.
You don't need windows underground, Gandalf.
Are there not windows in this house?
That sounded like a Gandalf response to
Yeah,
somebody
I
else
was
saying
like-
the word innuendo.
Somebody had to do it.
Again,
Somebody had to make this.
I don't think someone had to do it, but
Okay, well,
Oh,
windows are black there on the side.
speaking of our trip yesterday, the owners of the library. DM, what clan was that again? There was a
Colquhoun.
dramatic event. They,
Col-
the
Colquhoun.
Colquhouns. They in exchange for letting us use the mines, they asked for a meeting with you before the next Iron Council meeting. Use the library. What I meant to say.
And you granting this to him.
I told them it would have to be on Andron territory, but
They put a gross taste in my mouth. I don't like them.
they're very rude.
They're conniving. Turn on anyone that they can for any little bit of change or power.
I
Well-
hate to do it to your father, but we needed the information.
We didn't agree on many specifics, so maybe you could say, well, if you want to come and have the meeting, it's going to be in an hour, so make it down here quickly, or something like that.
We can have it today before I leave.
All right,
won't
if
be
you,
there.
yeah. Borum can keep a really good eye on things. He can make sure no one gets you in the back while the meetings are going down.
No, they're a bunch of cowards. They wouldn't do something so bold. They would do it backhanded and through paperwork or information.
Right, but I don't know. Maybe they would have people looking into your affairs while you are busy in the meeting. Maybe like a sneak thief or something like that.
Right, I don't have a problem with you being here. That's okay. And let's delay it. Maybe dinner time. Let me prepare for it. They say what they want. Or just a meeting. And they said specifically before the Iron Council meeting.
Correct.
Don't like that. Well, we all got to do things we don't like sometimes. Right, well, what are your plans? I thought you were getting out of here pretty early. Is it not the case?
If
I
we
mean,
want
we
to stick
can-
around for this meeting, I suppose not.
I don't know what kind of time limit you're on.
We're not sure. We don't know if there's a limit. We just know the quicker we start looking, the better. Yeah.
The better. Aye.
So, I mean, we got the ways to go if we have to get all the way over towards underneath both mountain ranges and all the way to Scairn. So, I suppose a few hours won't make a ton of difference.
And you plan on tracking the tunnels? Is that the case?
Believe so.
Right. If
We
there
did-
is a caravan leaving today or this morning or this afternoon or sometime like that, maybe we could schedule through its journey.
We always
something.
got things going back and forth. It shouldn't be a problem.
Won't that be slower than we could go otherwise on our own?
Right, but
Significantly.
they might not reveal themselves if there's nothing to attack, right?
I mean, these mines don't go all the way to Scairn, do they?
Not to scare, no.
So I mean, are we looking for the things that are attacking the caravans, or are we trying to get to where we believe Yggdrasil is?
I believe we spoke yesterday about trying to.
Maybe trying to like a little bit on the way. I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay, so shadow a caravan. Try to look normal. I guess hide in it. Okay,
We don't have to do that. That was a suggestion.
I don't think it's a bad idea. If nothing attacks us after too long, though, I think we should go our own way because we can't spend our entire time trying to catch these people. The sooner we get rid of Yggdrasil, probably the sooner these attacks will stop.
Hey,
Well, I mean, if that's the case, we can just leave now and try to get there as soon as possible.
Milo's looking over the notes he took after looking at the books.
I understand we came here to take care of the Idril situation. But in the grander scheme of things, if we were able to find this armory of Bishek weapons, considering what we're up against in the grander scale, that could be
With the armor.
very important. So I found these texts that were outlining some kind of cache of Bishek weapons with one of the Dwarven clans, but it doesn't specify which ones. We could figure that out.
That sound familiar to anybody?
Gorham, roll a quick intelligence check. Or history if you're trained in it.
As he's saying that, he's probably looking at Garum. That's his name, right? Garum?
Gorham, yeah.
I rolled a nat 20 in history.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know what my bonus is.
That's fine. Natural 20 gets it. Like a 10 would have got it, but you and Gorham like speak at the same time. Gorham, you just like look and say, oh, it's House Kundarik.
Son of a bitch.
They keep things safe. That's kind of their thing as a house. They're a bank.
Right.
Well, what's the conditions for the release of these weapons to one of the Dwarven clans, or any of them?
The attack of a bunch of batshit monsters.
Well, they're attacking.
Imminent.
That's coming up. Yep.
So, does House Kundarik participate in this Iron Council?
Hey, but only as observers. They can't say anything because they're a house. They don't
Well,
take they don't. Their words are taken into effect, but because they're a house, they're not a clan. They're not the same.
So who decides the release of these weapons? Would that be the Iron Council, or would you have to convince House Kundarik?
It would have to be a unanimous decision between all 12 clans.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to
That sounds very hard to do.
I've already started working on it when you told me yesterday.
Well,
Right.
I mean, this is affecting all 12 clans.
They just have to
It's
be
not like
convinced.
one of them's gonna get left out when the end of the world happens. Just kind of want to put that out there.
My boy, I respect your urgency, but I promise you there's a bunch of hard-headed dwarves out there that don't like you. Plain and simple. So they would hold it away from you just because of the size of your ears. So.
Your
Yeah,
ears
shit.
are a little large.
Well, what
about this? And he starts like paging through the notes again.
a mention of
He is scrolling as I am scrolling.
a fist of Onatar? It's a forge? Is that well known, or?
Isn't it a volcano? It's on our map.
Hey, this is a volcano. It's a holy site.
Cool.
Oh,
What about it?
yep. It's apparently, according to what I've got, the only forge currently known.
Right, I told you that yesterday.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, he told me that wasn't in a book.
He told us that while we were in here when we were talking about the axe and how it was reforged with one Bishek.
Gotcha. I have it in the book of theoretics
Yep.
list that you gave me.
Is
There was
there
in both.
in there as well?
How is access to that gotten? If we were to find some Bishek or fragments, however it's found.
Yeah, by being a dwarf. Pretty much.
What if?
It just
So would
kind of
that
like
mean-
gestures at Gorham.
Could we accompany, or would it they just him and Melgrim allowed?
As far as I know, that's not our clan. We don't look after it.
Fair enough.
There's another clan that looks after it. They vet everyone that gets in. Yeah,
Do
maybe.
they like you guys very much?
Sure, they like me. Fine.
Cool. I'm just saying because Clan Colquhoun, they didn't want to let us in very
Yeah.
easy, but yeah, they were not huge fans because we were in company of Undrund. So I didn't know if it would be a similar situation or if they'd be more amenable towards
More of a
Gorham and Melgrim.
neutral system between us
Wait,
two.
That's fair.
We don't
Much
need to
better.
be here, but in theory, if we were to get a hold of some
We need to be
Bishek,
here.
and we gave it to you, would y'all be able to make use of it? It's kind of an all hands on deck thing. Y'all being well armed helps us all.
Right.
That makes sense.
I mean, we have a weapon store with basic weapons for this purpose.
Oh,
Enough.
They just like the majority are held by House Kundari.
No. All of them are.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. When I say we, I mean
gotcha.
dwarves.
Yep. Gotcha. Are the holds the only are the holds the only place that these weapons are located in mass?
As far as I know.
Well, I mean, we're going
Alright.
to be going to a place called the Baishik Mountains. I'm sure we could probably find some when we go in there.
He told us yesterday that they had basically been mined dry of Baishik.
From my understanding. Otherwise, you have a whole bunch of dwarves over there. At least a couple.
Seems like a pretty good reason to say that there's nothing there, right?
I have no clue. It's far away from home for me.
It's worth checking while we're there. Okay.
Did any
Alright.
of you see Milgram after he visited Madeline?
They
I was not
went
gonna
on
go
back home.
anywhere near that. No.
Yep, they went on back home after we left the.
No, okay, but you saw him
bar.
after the initial. All right, let's go.
Yeah, he was not
Alright.
murdered by his wife.
All right.
But yeah, so I guess we'll go pick him up before we run about his final tasks. Final kind of final determination. Are we or are we not staying for the meeting with Colquhoun?
I do not care.
I'm not trying to hold you
offered-
up. Just so you know, I'll put my 2 cents in and then you can decide. I'm not trying to hold you up from finding Needle. I want the bastard found too. I can handle whatever diplomat they're going to try to send over here and smooth talk me. I promise you that. I've already
just saying.
done it for all these years.
You go get Gooster from your grandfather's house and have him present. He'll keep him in line.
Make an insights check real quick, Gandalin.
Oh God, there were my dice. 24.
See a small tremble of fear across Garum as you mention Booster's name.
Or maybe not. I mean, he's a wild card, so maybe it caused more problems. I don't know.
He killed Gorum's grandmother. Pushed her right off of a mountain.
I'll look over and go, what the fuck?
Rest with the ancestors, grandmama.
What the fuck?
You mean like it was outside of the holds or like down the inside mountain?
Oh, on the outside the mountain. She went to collect some
Oh, okay.
flowers and stuff. Got the wild hair, pushed her right off. There's a little hole in the ground called Grammy's Impact on the world. It's a beautiful sight. You should go watch it.
Sure, I'll have to write that down.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure you could handle any any of those wet napkins from Clan Colquhoun. So I guess we'll wrap up whatever we need to wrap up here now, and then just accompany the first caravan out. Yeah. Sound good to everybody?
I can get a caravan heading that way and make sure it's ready for you. Make sure it looks supple with materials.
Fantastic. All right, sounds good. All right, so I guess we'll go check in. I don't know how late it is, but I'm sure Milgram's awake by now. We'll go get him, do whatever we need to do up above, any last minute diamond acquisition, and
I mean,
we'll be on our way.
Milgram's probably awake right now, but I don't know. He's been away from his wife for a long time, so still might not be a good time to interrupt him.
Okay, do we want to get him last then? Like what the fuck?
I mean, I'd say probably give them all the time that they can have.
Okay, all right, then let's go do our other shit first. Let's go see if there's any other diamonds. I'll let them know what I want to put on that ring, and then we'll do it. Okay, all right, sure.
Okay.
Step out. I at least I'm wanting to step back up towards Chrono Peak. I don't know if anybody else need anything from up there.
The rest of you gonna make a group trip to the peak again, Peak City?
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
kind of hang out with the group and make sure people don't go wandering off by themselves and get jumped by dwarves.
I'm gonna wander off by myself
Are you?
and get jumped by dwarves.
Well, Gandalf has a Carnathy accent, so I could
Nobody,
imagine.
nobody's had any problems as of yet.
Well, I'm more intimidating looking than you, I guess. I don't know.
Also run faster than you. What's your point? Just book it.
You guys hop on one of the elevators, pulled to the top of the peaks. Bright outside. It's a little bit later in the morning, maybe around 10 or 11.
No, that's not bad. Still before lunch. Nice. Good job, everybody.
It's still very fucking cold.
Yep. I hate the tier. Not specific, like up top. Down below, perfectly fine. Up here, not so much.
I mean, I can practically see the swamps from here. I don't.
You
The
can.
difference in temperature is ridiculous.
Can we see the swamps from here, DM?
No.
It was a.
I don't like. I don't
It's an
see any fucking
exaggeration.
swamps, Artyom. What do you mean? There's all these clouds and shit. You can't see past them. Right, well, let's go to the jeweler. Or do we want to check with other jewelers? More diamonds? I don't know. We don't have a ton of money left, but yes, no, maybe so. I can't
I mean,
cast
we
the
can
damn
go-
spell, so it's
We
not
can
up
go
to
ahead
me.
and try to find some extra diamonds just in case. I'm fine with that. If we have the money for it.
We have some. Last time Kaushik told me.
Alright. Well, we went to a jeweler last time. We should try to find a diamond miner this time. Right?
Does a diamond miner have a shop?
He told you that they were going to be on the northern side of the Hoarfrost, sort of the direction you were heading
Ooh.
towards
Other
Scairn.
mountain range.
Correct.
The next mountain range, so
Gotcha.
there wouldn't be really anywhere else here.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cool.
maybe we should we'll take a look see once we get under that big lake thing and to the
Done.
other mountains. Okay, sure.
Done.
Well then I'll make this fast. I'll go over to the jeweler that we visited last time.
Waiting there, you see him working on some Build-A-Bear.
Woo!
Okay, you see him working on some it's like little eyepiece and same dwarf you talked to yesterday, working on a small like inset of a piece. Oh, hello. How are we
Hey.
doing today?
Doing pretty all right. A little bit of headache, but you know it's like that sometimes.
Sees Kaushik walk into the store, puts what he was working on into a glass case.
We are not here to appraise anything else. Don't worry.
Wonderful. That is great news. All right.
Yep, I was just gonna drop off my enchantment request for the ring, and I guess saddle up on however much that's gonna cost.
All right.
So, like I said, they either kind of did a little was be shut in the dark, useful regardless. If there's some enchantment that could either assist with the protection from demons, or the allow the wearer to more easily slay demons. One of those two, preferably.
Okay. Just out of character, real quick. Is there anything that
Yep.
you were looking for in
Not a
particular?
specific enchantment, no.
Okay. Any
I
certain
get the
power
closest
level?
the closest I could think of was defensively, something that worked similar to protection from good and evil, but I guess specifically for demons,
Okay.
or something that worked as like a demon slaying enchantment similar to the other slaying weaponry. So
Okay.
some kind of protection from demons or something offensively capable that assisted.
I assume to the fiend type is what you're going for.
Fiend, yes. I said demons because that's what I read in the book
Right.
yesterday.
He holds up the ring. It is a thicker band now, but it is done. Polished, smooth ring. Right. Not the specialty on enchantments, so
Right.
I will have to confer with someone to see if we can do something like that. When are you looking to pick it back up?
How long would it take?
To enchant the ring, depending on the power level, we're looking at anywhere between 1 and 3 weeks.
3 weeks then, maybe. We're gonna be out of town for a little bit.
All right.
So
And
that'll
what,
be fine.
since you're not looking for anything too specific, what is your price limit?
I don't know how you feel about Barter, but probably this. I'm gonna put the Dragon Slayer longsword on the desk. Or on whatever.
I'm not much into weaponry. Can I borrow this for perhaps an hour and let me get another opinion?
I'm just gonna glance over at Gorman, just kind of raise an eyebrow. These are his people, so.
I was not joking when I said I stayed behind.
Oh shit. Never mind. We have no
All right.
dwarves. Okay.
No dwarves.
Insight check to make sure he's not gonna steal my fucking longsword.
Yeah,
and
make
my
an insight
ring.
check.
19.
You're pretty confident with an established shop and this guy being the same guy you've seen twice in a row that he's not going to betray you. Otherwise, he would
Fantastic.
be betraying his business.
We're humans. We're not dwarves, so couldn't be sure.
Yeah.
Sure, of course.
Let me just get some other opinions on this. I will take good care of it. I'm not going to touch it, actually.
It's in the sheath, so if that makes you feel any better.
Oh, okay. All right. You just throw it up on there, no sheath or anything.
Yeah, I just unhooked. I just took off the sword belt. And...
What does it do, if I may ask?
It helps kill dragons. It's
Would it be
especially efficient.
useful then to just take the enchantment from the sword and put it to the ring?
If I was trying to kill dragons, I suppose.
If we were able to manipulate such a thing.
Sure. Like I said, if one of the things that made me think such magics were possible was this weapon's existence. But I don't know how that would work with a ring instead of the weapon itself.
If we are able to use our sword
Sure.
to enchant the ring, I'm not saying we are. I am not the expert on our enchantments. But if we are, it would consume the sword. We would take
Right.
that as payment, and we would charge you no more than 1,000 gold to do that.
In addition to the sword.
Correct.
Shit. All right. The hope was the sword. What if I just say you take the sword and then put the enchantment on the ring, using the enchanted sword as payment?
We will wait then. I will not suggest that quite yet. If you're hoping to use this for the payment, then
Yeah.
we will.
That
We will
would
see if
have to
that
be the
works.
affordable option.
Okay. Give me an hour or so.
Sure.
Come back when you are available.
Yeah.
No, more Russian than I wanted it to.
That's it then, yeah. Comrade.
He looks at you and goes, "Hail Hydra."
Hydra.
Brittany, you gotta
God
stop.
damn it.
You gotta stop, Brittany. God.
All right.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll kick around up here for an hour. I suppose it's a bit of a ride down, so.
Right. I'll get started on this right now. And
Sure.
takes the sword and walks out with it.
For context, I have a grand total of 13 gold pieces on me. So
Gotcha. Okay.
1,000 gold pieces not a
Did he
not
just
doable.
leave us with free reign in his
He
shop?
ushered you out as being the last one and then locked his shop door.
I would hope so.
Damn.
Well,
I was trying to appraise some more diamonds. Crunch, crunch.
Snack.
While y'all are up
Cereal.
top, Gorham, what are you doing?
I would like to go to the place of worship for the ancestors.
Okay.
Whatever that might be.
I mean, you can tell me.
So in my head, I picture kind of like a, almost like a mausoleum kind of deal. Like, all the dead, the resting places of all the ancestors that have, well, at least been buried there.
Right.
Probably a church-like area in the front. I would like to go there. Me and Bursty.
Not too far from outside of Andrenhold. Large, imposing building with different trying to think of the name. It's not statues, but like impressions. Is that the right name? I think so. I can't think of it. Anyways, like of different
Reliefs.
reliefs. Thank you. In the front of the building of different ancestors, and walk in. Pretty empty right now.
I'm gonna walk up to like whatever, like an altar, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about what it would look like on the inside, but just kind of bow my head. Ancestors, the battle, cathedral draws ever nearer. I need your strength, guidance. Protect me and my friends and my brother. We'll need it. Kind of look up at probably a statue of Thorum, being like the key ancestor for the Anvrund. And I imagine he's got his hammer in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of look at it for a second. Turn to the Titan's fist. Yes, a real hammer right there.
As you finish your prayer to the ancestors, give me a it's just a raw charisma roll. D20 plus your charisma.
Uh, 16.
16, very nice. Okay. I got something for that, but I need a moment to find it. So, if there's anything else you'd like to do in here.
No. Probably just, marvel at the craftsmanship for a while, and then go outside and hop on Bursty and I'm trying to decide where I want to go because I feel like that's important. What time is it?
At this point, it's probably after you sit there a moment praying, maybe approaching noon. Not much closer than that.
I'll probably go home for a bit and then maybe around 1 o'clock go visit Melgrim. Just give me some time to prepare myself mentally for that.
Okay. And go home. Hang out for a while. All right. In the meantime, up top, your hour goes by. It's probably 12:30 after your little short conversation with him, and I'm trying to D&D Beyond a lot of things over here, and none of them are working for me. So this is fun.
Beyond be a dick.
It's not popping up with what I want it. I know it. I know how to fix this. After about an hour or so, Dwarf Arise, if you're out there, he says, I have been told that this is very worthy of an enchantment. I will not cheat you out of anything. I will request that it is enchanted for what this sword is worth, and it will be an even trade.
All right, it works perfect, actually.
Okay. This give me 2 to 3 weeks.
That should be fine. If I do not, how long would you hold on to it if I'm not back in that exact time period?
You have already paid for it. I will not sell it.
Okay. Okay, then that's fine. Wonderful. Cannot be certain on return date, but
I will live longer. I'll just keep going to Russian. I'll live long enough. Don't worry.
all right. Okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you. Pleasure doing business. Weird thing to say for me. All right.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do up top?
I'm a broke boy, so.
Okay.
Honestly, Milo's probably got all of his notes spread out on a table somewhere, trying to glean additional information out of it or come up with a theory revolving how they can best use Bishek.
Okay. You're probably doing this back at Andrenhold, I would assume. Not
Yeah.
just in the middle of the jewelry shop, okay? Let's say, Gorham, you walk in and Milo's still at your dining room table with a little bit of leftover breakfast there at the table.
Just got his papers, maybe a couple like little wooden stands with like charts and stuff and drawing things out.
What you working on there, Milo?
Just trying to see how best we can get more information about this metal or how to use it. So over here we have the metallic properties of steel, right? And so Bishek shows these similarities, but I don't have a way to test it the way I would like to. I'm not sure how best we could weaponize it or maybe utilize it as part of a magical item.
It will continue to move on to like how it conducts magic compared to other metals, etc., etc.
Some of the most interesting stuff Milo's ever said, Gorham.
We probably go back and forth about metal for a little while.
You're talking about metal, Gorham will probably chip in too and start talking metal with you guys.
Just imagining they're all talking about music.
You see here, this was in my hair metal days.
Oh, shit.
He's got the cod piece.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, if Gorham is like engaging him in conversation about one of his research subjects, he's going to definitely take advantage of the opportunity and dive full-heartedly into it.
You know, that's not something I was aware of. If you heat it to that level, let's see how this would affect that.
Lays down several more sheets of paper to allow for graphing things.
Right. After about 30 minutes goes by of that conversation, the rest of your crew shows up. From up top, Gorham, and Milo around the dining table, just sort of nerding out about metal. You see, as you guys walk in, Gorham's got his arm off, sort of pointing at different pieces in the middle of the table.
Badass.
Like in the blue silver here, mithril. Now, crafting mithril in a spiral design like that, not easy. So, okay, just taking more notes.
Y'all look like you're having fun.
It's just really reinforcing. I should have taken more metallurgy classes, but here I am.
I feel like this is probably the better place for it, honestly. Like,
Absolutely. This is a dwarf who knows what he's talking about. We're gonna have to come back.
yeah, I have a ring that's worth like a lot of money being made upstairs, so yeah, got to come back for that at least as well.
Perfect.
Okay, well, guess we'll. Any other last minutes before we go grab Melgrim and head on
I
out?
guess we probably need to know where we're going to get into this caravan.
Oh shit, we're getting ready to leave. I lost track of time.
I'll lead you down there. It's no problem. We'll go down into the mines, and I'll give you a little show. I'll give you a little tour of the mines. It's a proper welcome to the holds.
All right.
DM, where are Jeremiah and company at this time?
They're sort of packing up their things right now, getting everything ready to go. They were told that they were going to be leaving, and they didn't really know when, so they're just sort of getting their bags ready and by the door, ready to leave when y'all are.
Gotcha. I guess we should get their shit too, huh?
They're just, and when you sort of look over in a sitting room, they're just sort of sitting there talking. Madison not present with them.
Just gonna kind of. Is Hilda in here around? Does it look like?
Yeah, she's sort of like coming and grabbing a couple of plates that Milo's spilling crumbs everywhere with.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like move off, like to go get my stuff, but I'm gonna kind of sidetrack towards Hilda and just like, hey, excuse me, and
Yes, dear.
kind of jerk ahead at Jeremiah and his group. Do you know where the young lady is? Medicine, the broody
Oh,
one.
that little ray of sunshine. I believe she
Yep.
is up in her room still. I heard snoring.
Okay, well, that's good, I guess. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna head up towards my room to get my shit, and then immediately sidetrack to wherever the fuck Madison's room is.
Okay.
Do I hear snoring?
Yeah.
Let's go. Boom, 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 boom.
What?
Like, stick my head in. Hey,
Door's locked.
we're gonna be. Oh, son of a bitch. Open the fucking door. Actually, or I'll unlock it, I guess. Either way.
What time is it?
It's like noonish. Good places to be. Oh my fucking god.
Like, opens up door, one eye half closed. But
Hey. We're gonna be leaving soon, and I believe that means y'all too.
okay, all right, I'll be ready.
Wait a second.
What?
Is anybody else up here?
Not at the moment. Unless
What
one
the
of your
fuck are-
friends followed you up.
My intent was to not be followed, so I would have slipped off.
Okay.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
What do you mean? I'm gonna get ready. You just asked
No,
me to.
motherfucker, while you're here.
I'm gonna defend caravans.
Oh my fucking god. Are you intentionally like this? Is this on
What?
purpose?
I'm gonna do what I need to do as I always have.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Do you have a plan for that? This is not exactly somewhere you can just go run off in the middle of the woods.
I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. There's a lot of mines. I can go run off in a mine or something.
Do you think you can? Are you sure? There's dangerous shit down there.
There's always been dangerous shit. There's dangerous
There's
shit.
the higher percent chance than in those woods.
I have a room. I can lock the door. I'll be fine.
And you think nobody will notice that?
I don't answer the door very often. Feel privileged.
Thank you, I guess.
You're welcome.
But I meant more in the you're probably gonna fuck it up
What do you
kind of
mean?
way.
As long
You
as
know.
no one sneaks behind me and follows me and talks to
Mhm.
me
Mhm.
about things that they know nothing about, I'll be fine.
Have you given any more thought to what I said last time? At
Did-
all?
You're gonna have
Or-
to refresh my memory.
Confiding in your friends before
yeah, no,
you,
not even
either you
once.
or they end up killing each other.
No, what? It's not gonna happen. I'll do it on my own time, all right? I'll do it on my own time. Eventually, sure. I don't think Jeremiah's ready for that, to be completely honest with you.
Jeremiah probably not, but he's definitely the last that this can probably have the hardest accepting. Yeah. You need somebody to help you.
Help me what?
Keep this A under wraps and B from screwing you or them.
I'll be fine. Listen, I've kept it under wraps for this long
Mhm.
in a city
How
that
long is
hated
that?
me.
Little bit of help there, but yeah.
Right.
And now I'm trying to help you, but I can't do it in the same way. Don't act like you don't need help, because you do,
I fail to see it.
really.
I've been fine so far. No one's gotten hurt.
Mhm. Y'all are about to be underground for God knows how long at the time.
Right,
And
so
you
I
have
don't
no way
even
to
know if it'll
gauge when the
affect
moon
me
comes
here.
out. Exactly, you don't know. I don't know. I don't know fucking shit about werewolves. I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. What is wrong with you?
Exactly. But still, I don't know either. I don't know. You don't know. We have no way to know.
Well, listen. Okay, since you were so worried for whatever reason, weird,
Shit.
I have, and she raises up like a leather pouch.
Mm-hmm.
She holds it up, unfolds it, and there's like 6 vials of something in there, sort of like
Mm-hmm.
purplish tinged liquid. This, I didn't need to hold off the transformation in Moonwatch. There was no reason to. I mean, I can find a place. If I can't find a place, this is my go-to. So, there you go.
Okay. All right. And you can get a hold of plenty of that, I assume, or make it.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
21. That's 15, right? Yes. Yeah. 21.
You're not sure. Sort of an in between.
God fucking damn it. Damn it. I'm just trying to remember. I'm like, was I this much of a pain in the ass? I'm thinking back, because I was 16. I went into the army, so I'm like, did I cause this many problems for people in charge of me? I don't know. Son of a bitch. Look, we gotta go, and you're committed to being here. For now, at least, I suppose.
Right.
I don't want you to get screwed. That's why I'm trying to help. That's why I'm asking. It's not like you chose to be how you are.
Thanks.
Don't act like I'm being a dick. It's a fact. And people fucking assholes to you because of it. I'm trying to help you. Just not quite sure how, outside of trying to get you to not be a fucking idiot.
I've hidden it this long, so I think that I'll be fine. I got this with me, and I'm smarter than most of them, so.
That is fair. That seems pretty evident. That being said, aside from that, what y'all are doing, this probably isn't going to be a walk in the park.
What do you
From
mean?
what we understand. Whatever is attacking these things is being directed by somebody very dangerous. We're pretty sure. And so that means whatever is attacking them, probably not so fun either. And your friends are very green. You are less so. So you got to make sure that if things start looking like they're going to get too bad, that you get them out.
Did last time, I'll do this time.
Competency comes with responsibility, I suppose. Be careful. For yours and their sake, okay? Alright, I'll leave you to it. We'll be heading out before too long. Walk away.
Close the door. Okay. A few moments later, Madeline rustling downstairs. You're all sort of grouped up there together. Jeremiah puts pack over his shoulder. All right, well, I'll put that pack down. I'm not trying to be presumptuous or anything like that. We can head out whenever you're all ready. I know we're all ready. We're I got a little bit of adventuring gear because I didn't know how long our trip down into the mines was going to be, or if this is going to be like we're going to just, yeah. I still don't feel like I don't know a whole lot, but that's okay. We're all right.
It's good. Is Garum here with us since we're all about to head out?
Yeah. Oh, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I don't really
God.
I don't really have a plan. What, you give him that look? He said, I don't really have a plan for him right now. They're kind of dropped into my lap the other night. So I'm gonna put them along with some caravans and see how they do and what they can handle. If they can handle a couple of goblins or something, or if they can handle a dragon or two.
That's a very big scale.
It was a joke. I've never
Okay.
I've never run into a dragon. Are you crazy?
Underground dragons, is that the thing?
I have no clue.
That could kind of hinder the flying.
Perhaps. We got big tunnels, my boy.
Big fucking tunnel.
Lot
Alright.
of ore.
Alright. Well, let's do it then. I guess let's fucking get it done.
All right. Where are you guys heading to?
I guess
I think
let's
you will.
go get Melgrim.
Yep.
Yep.
Hope he's having a good day.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been probably a little tired, you know.
Got some res.
Whew. He might have a level of exhaustion. Who knows?
Oh.
That she seemed very aggressive when she split him off from the rest of the party. It was whew. There's some tension.
He's probably going to need some healing, that's for sure.
Right. Well, I'll meet you all at the cavern entrance then.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Is
Right.
it fairly easy to notice? Is it a big? You said there are big tunnels. Is it a big fucking tunnel?
Sort of grabs you, points out the front door, and you see a big entrance from Eberron Hold into the mountain.
Sick. I just wanted to make sure that was the right spot. Because, man, would we look dumb if we went there and you weren't there. Whew. Alright. That's good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, start walking towards Melgrim Eberron's residence. Takes you about 10-15 minutes to get there.
So I guess one of us is hauling his shit. Or I guess he took his stuff with him. I don't know. Whatever.
He probably lives at his house.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if he had dropped his stuff off before he went over that way. Okay.
Knock on the door.
Strong dwarven knocks.
Thank you.
Oi, Melgrim! Come on, wake up!
Despite
we,
what was said earlier, are there windows on this house?
Yes, there are windows on the house.
Peek in a window and just maybe they're still asleep. I don't know.
Hey, Kaushik, can you do the talk real loud thing?
Melgrim, come on! It's time to head out!
Head out, head out, head out. It echoes in the mountain.
Peek in a window, just see if it looks like things are still dark in there or not.
Give me a perception check.
Fuck! 17.
Can't see too much beyond the I'll give you a percentage roll. Can't see too much beyond the curtain that's drawn over the window.
That fucker.
I'm gonna
This
try
man's got
the door.
curtains.
Hey, do you got a key?
Is
That's
it
your
I'm
brother's
gonna
house.
try the doorknob. I'm
even
just gonna
closed?
see if it's unlocked.
Is this normal, Gorham?
I mean, they could
Maybe
have
you
gone
went
out
somewhere?
to get some lunch or something.
I guess.
I mean, we don't hear him. He's gotta be up. I don't hear him snoring. We'd hear it from out here.
That's
Yeah,
very
that's
good
true.
point. That's very fair.
They might be rocking the bedrock. I don't know.
Kaushik, why don't you message him?
Milo is going to use Mage Hand to push the curtain aside. Lifting up his gauntlet and just force pushing the curtain off to one side.
Is the door locked?
Okay, all these things are kind of happening at once. The door is not locked.
Perfect, because Kashik already said she was trying the door. So
Okay.
in I go.
I'm coming
Kashik.
in behind.
Do we have to do this session?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I need closure.
Gotta do it.
Kashik, you open the door. It's dim and dusty in here. And it is nearly immediately evident that something is very wrong. You see a wave of rippling just death in the floors, that like dark wood and stone. Just a house plant on the other side that is decayed. Your eyes.
Are there... Sorry, go ahead.
Are there what?
No, you go ahead. Finish your description. See if you answer my question.
Okay. On the far side of the room, your eyes first meet two face-down figures that are bound and tied, gagged, and their forms are dwarven and looks like all of the moisture has just been removed from their body. You walk in further. You see another form just like it. In the center of it all, you see Melgrim's axe laying on the ground, sort of stuck in the floor over a pile of ash.
Kashik is immediately going to make her way over to the pile of ash. And while she is running, walking, however fast I can get, however far I need to go, I'm going to pull out my dagger and I am going to slice my hand open and bleed myself until I realize it's not doing anything. I am going to then fumble in my hip pouch for 300 gold's worth of diamonds and turn to the rest of the party. Help me, come help me, please help.
What's going on in there?
He's meandering back towards the door from where he was trying to look through the window.
Storm's a fucking run in there.
Yeah, you're right behind Kashik.
Yeah.
Everyone that is behind Kashik is granted with the same sight.
Storm looks around. No, brother. I can assume that the pile of ashes is Melgrim, right?
That's where his axe is.
Kashik knows she's seen this magic before.
What happened?
He's here. He's here.
Who's here? What happened?
And Kashik is going to cast Sending. And she's going to say, "You troll, you coward, where are you?" Obviously, to Yidril.
I am sure you'll find me soon enough, daughter. I will see you soon, Elsa.
She knows it's not gonna work, but she doesn't care. Falling to her knees, she is going to attempt to cast Revivify on the pile of ash. Help me bring him back, she says to the rest of the party.
Milo was briefly distracted trying to check the life signs of the other members of Melgrim's family, but when she calls for assistance, he's going to rush over, pulling out his toolkit.
What do you need?
And I'm
I'm-
just. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just kind of sit down, not really sit down, but just sort of squat down behind Kashik and give her a hug from behind, and just say, you know, that's not going to work.
I don't care.
Maybe it will.
It won't.
Kashik, come on, let's go.
He's like taking out stuff, starts drawing a ritual circle, whole 9 yards.
I'm just going to keep hugging her and have her restrained.
You don't want to waste those diamonds, man.
Archim, let her go.
It's not going to work.
We don't know that until we try.
They're dead.
I do know it.
Kaushik is just going to kind of crumple and hyperventilate in Artyom's arms. And then, once she's able to form words again, she is going to message Yidril again. And she is going to say, hold on, sorry. Okay. Yidril. Like maniacally giggling. You seal your fate. If I ever see you again, you won't be leaving alive. And then just continue to sob. Just sob.
Gorham is also on his knees next to the pile of ash, sobbing, tears filling up his beard with water.
Crowley is going to be moving around. He wants to investigate and check for Arcana, see the types of, like, see if he can piece together what exactly happened, at what time. Maybe there might be a trail of magic he can follow. He wants to see exactly when this happened. He's keeping cool for now.
Milo's not able to be productive in that way. Still standing up, shell-shocked. The initial surge of tears when he first came in and saw what had happened is staunched as he's just blank, staring.
Looking around, his family isn't dust, right? They're not dust.
No, but they are husks. And a quick
Okay.
investigation check. No check necessary, but as Crowley, as you go around, you sort of lift the forms up one at a time. Very clearly. Jocelyn. Mel. Madeline. Same sort of
Would I-
magic killed them all.
Would I be able to Arcana to say, get a time, like the strength of the magic, perhaps? I'm not really trying to pull who did it, just try to see like when the magic hit, at what point did
Give me
these spells cast off.
a medicine check for that.
Hey, I'm glad I'm a bard.
Can someone make a noise?
Yep.
Thanks.
15 plus 3, 19.
These numbers don't add up, Matt.
What's up?
18?
I'm sorry.
Is it
15 plus
18 or
3.
19?
18, yeah.
Not that it
No,
matters.
it's
I
18.
just
It's
you
18.
you threw me off.
I was like, I gave
The
myself
math ain't
one.
mathin'.
Yeah.
Sort of looking over Matt. You
Crowley's breaking. He's not showing, but he's breaking.
you know, it looks like if any doctor were to look at these as a very good roll, that they would say that they've been dead for months.
Yeah, that's why Crowley was trying to go for residual Arcana energy, is see if what he could discover, like at least when the spell was cast last.
You
I know
gotta-
that's
detect magic or an identify or anything.
Let's
That's more in that realm.
Oh.
I want to shake Milo out of it. He's not participating.
That's right.
Now.
Yeah. Milo has detect magic from memory, right?
Oh, he
No?
has identify.
Identify. Okay. I do not have detect magic at this time.
I can ritually cast detect magic, but I'm just kind of giving Koshik the hug. Got like one hand over on Gorham's shoulder.
All right.
Giving a little
I'll give them a couple minutes before I shake for Artyom to do some stuff.
Seeing Crowley inspecting the bodies, I don't know what he's looking for, so I'm just gonna give him this. Crowley, I know this magic. I've seen this firsthand. I've done this firsthand. This was Ythril. There's no question in my mind. Because I'm presuming that's he's trying to figure out.
And a very terrible way for someone to die too, Koshik.
That makes Koshik feel tons better. She's still sobbing.
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna get any sympathy from me. Not right now while he's looking. But he's like, Artyom, can you detect magic? Give me a time.
Give me a second.
Someone make a noise. Okay.
I guess once I sort of get shaken out of that, I will see what Gandalf's doing.
I've probably taken like a step inside the door. And just kind of still kind of looking in the direction of where y'all are all kind of crouched down around the ashes.
Someone should get Karen.
I can take care of it in a second, and I will send Gandalf a mental or telepathic communication. Come on inside.
Kind of shake his head for a second and take a few steps farther and just a little hesitant.
And I'll just add, we've both had to deal with loss before. They need you right now.
Yeah.
And I'll start ritually casting detect magic.
Kind of back a little more in it. Gonna kind of come over to where get gracious where Koshik and Gorham are next to a pile of ashes and take a knee next to them, kind of put a hand on each of their shoulders. We need to go. The longer we wait, the farther away he gets.
He said we'll find him soon.
Yeah, well, he seems to be in the habit of being a lying shit. So.
I don't think he's lying about this, Gandalf. But I can tell you this is only the beginning.
We'll have to make sure it ends fast then. Just gonna squeeze shoulders. No more.
Gorham's gonna stand up, grab Melgrim's axe. This is where it ends. The beginning of the end, at least. We'll find Ythril quickly. But I don't want to leave my brother yet. Not until Father's here.
I'll get him.
Someone
Milo just turns and walks out. Still just blank.
Milo, stop. You don't need to go anywhere alone right now. Send your messenger, little drone thing.
You don't need to get told by a drone.
We don't know he's gone.
Exactly.
Artyom's right.
Adriel could
Just
still be here.
tell him that he needs to come here. You don't have to tell him why. He doesn't. You're right. He doesn't need to be told by a machine.
He doesn't respond, but he will send the drone. Just the instruction to tell him you're needed at Milgram's residence. It's urgent.
Can that thing talk to you? Over distance.
It speaks.
About 20 minutes goes by. It flies back in, attaches.
Um, 10 minutes later, what does detect magic reveal?
10 minutes later, you get necromantic magics sort of fizzling out in the area. Very strong and prevalent right here. Traces of them. You also get, give me 1 second. In the center of the room, you get some transmutation magic. And then off in the back left-hand corner, residual teleportation magics, or conjuration magics, sorry.
It seemed pretty obvious with that he likely came and left through means of magical.
Give me either a, it depends on how you're looking for that. You're going to look for like tracks around in the house, or are you using your detect magic to do it?
I was using detect magic.
Give me an arcana check then.
All right.
I wanted to also say I've been looking for tracks too of any sort if I can find them.
Give me an investigation check.
16.
16.
It's untrained.
Okay.
Try to make sure I say the right number this time.
Sure.
Numbers are hard.
Yeah, numbers are hard right now. I'm tired. 24.
24. Okay. RTM, it could be, you're not exactly sure. It's either with that roll untrained, it could be. It seems likely, and then Crowley sort of confirms your suspicions a few moments later after looking at the footprints. Crowley, there are no footprints where Melgrim and his family stood, as that ground has been warped, but you do see some on the outside leading from near where the door is, towards the back left corner where RTM is sort of holding his detect magic. And you see footprints go there and then do not continue any further down the hall.
The bastards had the nerve to move as calmly as he pleased.
That's Idril.
Ancestors, damn that bastard. Gorm's gonna kind of storm off into the street. Y'all probably hear him take his helmet off and slam it into the ground.
I'm going with Gorm. I'm not saying anything, but as soon as he gets up, I'm going with him.
Okay.
I'm probably still trying to figure some of this stuff out and looking at other things in the building to see what different types of magic may or may not have been there. And with what Crowley has pointed out with tracks, try to see if there's other things going on. And if it's not super obvious, trying to see if there were two people in the room.
I'll be working with him with this. I'll give him inspiration.
Give me a investigation or survival.
I will definitely choose to do survival over that.
Okay. You don't have advantage on this because it's not a natural place. It is a town, but straight roll.
What's your inspiration die or whatever?
D10.
D10.
D10. All right. So that is 33.
Easily. 2 very different sets of footprints, both traveling in the same direction. Fucking.
Do I see any drops of blood that I could discern that came from Yidril?
You cannot.
Okay. All right. He wasn't working alone. There's definitely someone else with him. And does it seem like those tracks also leave in the same way that person, that other form left?
Yeah.
Okay.
RT, I'm going to say with a 33, your mind flashes back for a moment. You look at a footprint in the dust below. Your mind flashes back to passage. Like a moment of photographic memory. As you were in that house with Milo, and you saw footprints leaving out of the back door with Gorham. It's Aelin.
Right. All right. Well, Aelin was the other person with him. I'm sure of it. And I'll just kind of like look up from being super focused on that and notice that there are 2 less people in the room. And wait, where did they go?
They
Right
stepped
outside.
outside.
Right outside.
You probably hear Doran
Yeah.
yelling in Dwarvish.
Okay.
Gorham, Kaushik, is there anything that y'all would like to do while out there?
Gorm is kind of like screaming to the heavens. Ancestors, damn him, that coward bastard elf. I'll fight him. It's kind of continuing on that path of words.
Kaushik's just going to be seated outside, back against the home, kind of curled up into herself, just sitting.
After they've been out there for a minute, I'm gonna step out there as well to kind of keep an eye on them, and I'm not gonna interfere with Gorm's morning. I'm gonna go sit myself down next to Kaushik as well, not bother her either, but just kind of sit there and keep an eye on Gorham and just start to kind of softly hum an old lullaby I remember from my mom. Just keep an eye on everything.
Okay. A few moments later, you see coming up from the road, sort of in the middle of the road, you see Gorham approaching. Blue overcoat, heavy furs on. Not sure if he's going to need to go topside, breastplate. He stops, looking at Gorham at a distance. What?
Melgrim, father. What's gone?
What do you mean he's gone?
Idril.
Either took him somewhere.
He's here. No, father, he's dead.
Oh. He's what?
He's dead, Father.
It's not right. It's not right. Storms past you into the house. Everyone in there, you see Garum in the doorway, looking at everybody that's doing anything. Oh no.
Yeah, I'll kind of make sure to stand up and just get out of his way.
Hey boy. Oh, again. Oh, again. Sister's way. Sort of stumbles back out of the doorway, holding on to the door frame. Sort of grabs your shoulder pauldron, Gorm, and brings you in and just holds you. Hey.
Gorm's at a loss for words.
As quick as Gorm was to turn to rage, so was Garum. Hydro, you're sure of it?
Nah. Aelin as well. They leave to the teleportation. Back corner, that direction.
Oh, brother. Now he's... Gorm!
Father.
Get the book.
I will hand over the book.
Have we told anybody else?
You're the first person we sent for.
Hear Garum yell at the top of his lungs. Guards! Looks at you, Gorm. You've got to make him pay.
You see Gorm's hand grip the haft of Melgrim's axe. I will, Father. Him and his ilk will die for this.
Nah, he'll pay.
Kashik's gonna pipe up. She has made her way into the doorway. And before she speaks, she is going to kneel before Garum, not out of getting down to his height, but out of respect, and bow her head. And then she is going to look up at him and say, I will not stop until I am holding his heart in my hands.
Somebody say something. Thanks.
I will rip him apart, piece by piece. That's it. That's all. Sorry about that.
He looks at you, teary-eyed. Doesn't know where to fall in between grief and rage right now. Sort of just in between the two. A couple of moments go by, and you guys hear the hurried footsteps of some guards coming up behind where you guys are. Stops holding you for a second. Gorham pulls you to the side and looks at them. Like he's about to blame them. And he stops himself. And just a whisper. There has been a murder. Meet me in my study, Orm. He starts walking back to his house.
Quick OOC. He noticed the other bodies as well, right? Just making sure.
He walked in.
I didn't want to have to tell him. Like, look over there. Oh no.
He saw everything. Anything anybody else would like to do?
Is there anything else left of Melgrim?
Aside from his axe, that's all you find. Give me 1 second. There may be more.
Didn't know if there was anything of Fang left over, or any other things that he might have had that are there.
Not a thing.
A real tragedy. R.I.P. Fang.
You do see
God, that sucks.
Melgrim's coat right below his axe, sort of covered by some of the dust, as well as his belt. Sort of just fallen to the side.
Let me get the belt.
They're just laying there.
I actually, I do want to pick his things up and put them in the bag of holding, but I'll ask Gorm first if that's something he's okay with. It's alright with you if we keep his stuff with us, yeah?
Of course.
Into the bag, his things go.
We'll take him into that battle with us. He will have his part in victory.
Mr. Gorham, one of the dwarven guards speak up.
Hey.
I'm sorry. If you're alright, we're gonna start with an investigation. But you take as much time as you need.
There's naught for me to do here. I want everyone. Let's get out of their way.
Okay.
I'm gonna hesitate a minute. And I'm just gonna take a second to look around at everything. I'm just gonna nod to myself. Because Kashik's made a decision. And she's just gonna walk out.
Is that rock that Melgrim mistook for the standing stone in the house somewhere?
It's right there on the table as you
I'm gonna
walk
grab
in the
that
house.
before I leave.
Okay.
Before walking out, I would like to go over to the pile of dust, and I will take a seed out of my pouch and grow an orange begonia out of it, the same color of his beard, and keep it with me.
Anything else?
Milo has still not moved.
Come on, Milo. Just gonna kind of make sure that everybody gets shepherded out.
You try to shepherd Milo out. He's got the 1,000-yard stare and is visibly trembling.
Kind of reach up, I guess. He's in his fucking armor. Just kind of light tap on the face. Hey.
No reaction.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'll stop with Gandalf and just kind of get in front of Milo's stare. Come on. We need to get out of here.
He will follow you, but doesn't say anything.
Just gonna bring up the rear, make sure nobody starts lagging behind on our way back.
Once Milo does end up walking out of the door, Kashik will have been waiting for him, and she's going to take his hand as they walk.
He allows his hand to be taken, but he does not react, really.
I'll just flank Milo on the other side with a arm around the shoulder. Even as tall as Archum is, having to reach up a little bit. Yeah, one of those. So me and Kashik got him.
Joel walk back towards Andrenhold. Gorham, you see your father hanging up his coat. His tears pretty much dried to his face at this point. Bring it up here, son. Goes up to his study. You know, that's where the book used to sit. Opens the door to his study, and up on a pedestal, a podium sits. The light. Someone make noise for me.
Oh.
Light sort of down on the pedestal itself, empty. Sort of stops at the entrance and waits on you.
I will follow him in, and whatever the ritual or whatever is, follow it and place the book upon the pedestal.
A reluctant hand, he turns nearly to the back page where the most recent names are. Where you see his name where you first wrote it. Cathedral. Murder of Malgrim. Write it down, son.
I will add to the book. Cathedral murder of Melgrim. I'm blanking on names, but
You're okay.
and company.
Madeline, Mel, daughter.
Madeline, Jocelyn, Melgrim,
Melgramel. Melgramel.
Algermal Mel.
Malgrim Malmel.
Take the mithril quill. Write it into the book. Flash of white, the ink dries to the page. As you and your you and your dad look on the page, we'll call it there. Well, thanks everyone. I appreciate you. This is a shorter session. So we're gonna go process all of this, and we'll be back. We're Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Monday and Saturday. Mondays we do Ghost of Soulmarch GM by this wonderful fella over here, Mr. Gandolin. On Saturdays, not everything happens like this. I promise. This is the first time this has ever happened. So, again, appreciate you tuning in if you tuned in. But we're gonna give the rest of the night back to you. Until next time.